Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the 4-4-2, one of the best meta formations on FC24 this year. This is my team I'm currently running right now. Just to clarify before we go further, I've tested it, I've played a few games with it, I've watched lots of pros using it, talking about it is not the main formation I'm using. I'm using the 4-3-2-1. And I'll show you where I'm ranked right now in Rivals. Let's go. I've won like 15 games in a row in Rivals. I feel like I'm much better at the game right now. I'll just hit the checkpoint. I might try and hit Elite Division tonight before the rewards. The rewards you get, you can see here. Let's have a look. So right now, this is what I'd be getting tomorrow. I feel like you should get some coins as well, to be honest. You get some coins for option 3, is it? 40k coins, untradables. Interesting. Honestly, that could be better potentially. Because the odds of you getting something worth more than 40k, never mind the fact you also get that tradable there, it's pretty low, but I guess it's the chance that from that jumbo pack you could get something big. But if I hit Elite Division, I get at least probably 285 or 86 untradables, because you're going to get that from 84 plus pick. Yeah, rare players pack as well. How many coins do you get for option 3, is it? 45k. Not bad. But yeah, that's where I'm in Division Rivals right now. I might try hit Elite. Where are you guys right now in Division Rivals? I'll be interested to see that. Yeah, let's go look at the tactic that I've set up. 4-4-2, I'm going to explain exactly how you use it, the type of players you want in it, and the different ways I would set it up and what it's good at. Are you sick to death of getting out-teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today, the best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. So as I say in pretty much all my tactic videos, I have two variations set. One that's a bit more aggressive and one that I would start the game in. Honestly, a lot of the time now, I am actually starting in press after possession loss. I find press after possession loss with the 71 depth is very oppressive for the opponent, very hard for them to play against. So generally speaking, I'm actually starting most games in this. But if you find that you leave too many gaps or get done too much when you press too hard, then you might want to start in this. You definitely should have this at least though if you're losing by a few to up the ante, make your press a bit more aggressive. I feel like I've got a lot better at switching, reading the play, the patterns on this game, so this suits me more. But this would be what a lot of people would start in. The 4-4-2, in terms of the strengths, weaknesses of it when we look at it, it's got a flat back 4, and it's got a second bank of 4 to defend. Those two banks of 4 are very hard to play against. It's very hard for anyone to break that down if you can defend it quite well. You've got two strikers. Formations with two strikers are very useful. It allows your build-up play to be a lot easier in terms of being able to pass between them. The wing play is very good. The wingers are very good at doing cutbacks on this game. Cutbacks are pretty OP, so having wingers that are constantly going to get down the wing and do those cutbacks is amazing. My team's not perfectly set up for this. Figo's a brilliant winger. Mostovoy can play there, but you'd want someone ideally with high 80s pace, in my opinion. The middle centre mids, I liked them to be at least, generally speaking, pretty well rounded. Strikers, obviously 5-star weeks, which is very nice. The defence don't need to be good going forward. Your fullbacks are going to just be staying back, really, for the most part. If there was a weakness of this formation, it's probably that the build-up between the mid and strikers is a little bit disjointed. There's no cam to link it together, but you can have a midfielder who you use to get forward a bit more. But it's also a very good formation for pressing. With the two banks of 4, the way you break people down in this, it's very nice and very hard for people to play against. In terms of the tactic, we're on defensive style balanced. For me, this is a decent one for people, maybe at a lower level to use. Like I say, I'm using press after possession loss. If you're playing at a lower level or feel you're not good at switching or leave too many gaps, I would probably use this. 40 width, I want to be quite compact. For me, I play quite compact in this formation. You can cover the wings. You don't want to go too narrow. Because if you go too narrow, let's see what it says. I'm interested in what it says. Cover central positions, make it hard for your opponent to play. Fair enough. I'd be interested if that actually makes much difference in game. But the depth, as soon as you go to 71, is a huge difference. I think it changes at 45, 44 as well. Doesn't actually say that, but fair enough. 71 though is when it changes the writing there, the wording of it. This is when you press becomes a lot more aggressive. Your team get tight, really make it hard for your opponent to play. I find this really dominant. I would use this even if you're not playing press after possession loss. I just think it's that good. If you really struggle and still leave a lot of gaps, you could lower the depth, but I think you are hindering yourself right now if you're not using 71 depth. Balance, build up, direct passing, just works so well for me. It's been good for the last 3 years, really. I would not use it at this point. I just think it's too OP not to. Width 55. I think you could up the width maybe, lower it slightly, but I think this works well for me. Players in box, quite a few. The instructions, very simple. Stay central, stay forward on both strikers. I don't want them wasting stamina trying to come back and defend, and you don't need them to. Counter-attacks are pretty good on this game. Having them two stay forward allows you to at least be able to have a good counter-attack. And on this game, players can hold up the ball quite well with shielding. Alex Morgan, she's only 5'6", but she's got high strength. She can shield the ball fairly well and hold it up to allow you to build up again. The middle centre mids, I have one on stay back. That's the more defensive-minded one. But I have them both on cover centre. Then the other centre mid's going to be on balance. Whoever's your better midfielder for attacking, put them on balance so they can join the attack. Both wingers are on comeback on defence, stay wide, getting behind. I do that because when you have them on comeback, you have those two banks of four set up. Stay wide, keeps them wide, obviously. Allows for the cutbacks, gives you that counter-attacking threat. Width is really vital. It's been like this for years on FIFA games where if you can get people out wide, you can draw defenders out and then make more space in the middle. And getting behind so they make those runs in behind to be able to play them in. Stay back on my fullbacks. Everything else is default. I don't touch keepers this year when it comes to any of the options. I've not tried to change anything on that. For the more aggressive version, I've not changed too much other than I've upped the press. I've upped the depth and width ever so slightly just to allow me to press a bit better. The width in the attacks up to bit, and I do leave a few men more on corners. I do actually find having a few more people on corners this year can be pretty useful, because if the corner doesn't go exactly where you aim, you still have more chance of it going to someone. And I don't really find counter-attacks on corners as bad this year, to be honest. Upping the width in the attack is pretty useful, though, for allowing you to play down the wings a bit better once you win the ball and catch people out. Instructions, near identical. I change the middle centre mids both to balanced and cover centre now. I don't have any on stay back in the more aggressive one. I have come back on defence, stay wide, getting behind still on the wingers, but I also put get into the box for cross. This makes them make even more runs in behind, and that's the only difference really. This formation, very well rounded, very good in a lot of ways. Like I say, does make it a little harder than some formations to build it up, but it's a very good balanced formation. I feel like this formation is one that's always going to be pretty good on FIFAs. Might not always be the absolute top tier formation, but it's so well rounded, so good at pressing, so balanced, it's always going to be pretty meta. Appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like this type of content, please do consider subscribing. Every day putting multiple videos out to help you guys improve at the game. As always, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.